You can type that. You can type blah 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 blah. It's crazy.
Well, that way it builds a stronger community. Now I don't think
No,
I have
no, it
yet,
don't. No, it don't.
but I can add that. To
You
it. Give me just a
confuse the
minute.
crap out of people. If you just had 29, then everybody would know. Go to Gary's channel, type 29.
Yeah, just like
I
when
have
we're
a
in Double
question.
Dogs, we type DD.
Yeah.
Why don't you all just use the word link?
Oh, it's
Well,
boring.
Yeah.
It is.
What's up, Randy?
Boring.
That's the easy one. That's why.
Hey, Randy. Yeah. Can I type?
Randy,
Giotto?
what's up, brother?
I bet you he doesn't have password as a link.
Hey, Randall.
That's not a bad idea. I don't know what Giotto means, Randy.
Don't worry about that.
Okay. But Northwoods Press. Very cool. We just hey, give me a minute and I'll add yes to the. Now, does it need to be a hashtag?
Oh my gosh, Gary, really?
I've been doing this how long?
Hey guys, whatever your drop command is on your channel, just type it in this one and Gary will add it.
Maybe not.
All right. Typing rum.
Add Jodo for Randy.
I'm not adding Jodo. I don't know what it means.
Hey, Josie. Josie's been lurking.
I want to know if I can present this too, since we have a lot of people here right now.
All right. Now you should be able to type in hashtag yes and it will drop your link.
Hey, Joe.
Gary, Gary, can I present this and you can share it?
Sure. We can do that.
Hey, Chef.
Hey, Drunken Chef.
Oops.
All right, y'all. Simon from Yes I Can Barbecue is doing an event March 5th at 8:30. And let me go back here real quick.
Got a million
You
tabs open.
said
Huh?
real quick. Come on now.
Look, I have to get to the right one here. Yes I Can Barbecue is doing an event to help me get a wheelchair. And so far, we've had 2 items donated. One is a knife sheath. We don't know which one of these 3 choices it will be. And this one is a Hot Logic mini oven, portable mini oven. And then he's also taking donations for cash through Cash App and PayPal, or even an e-card from Amazon. And if you do any of these 3 things, just put in Des wheelchair. But we would love to have you there at the event on March 5th on Yes I Can Barbecue's channel.
Is this a wheelchair going to have tracks?
No, this wheelchair.
Oh, that would be a good one. I've
Wait,
seen
let me
those
see you go
chairs.
over the rock.
I'll tell you in a second. The wheelchair is going to look like.
Oh, yeah, this is your link.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's
How
going to
will
Fire
that?
wheelchair.
Hey, who's that old man?
It's going to look
Hey,
like
Digits. Hey,
this
Googan.
one. Oh, come on.
Hey, Spicy
There
Tuna
you
Rolls.
go.
Hey, Andy.
Slow down,
There you
Des.
go.
Well,
Oh, we
It's gonna
got to
look
get you
like
on
this.
tracks, Des. So you can go over rocks.
There'll be a separate live fundraiser.
Yeah, this one's going to be able to, like, I can get into stores with. So that's the event. If you all can come and support, it would be great. If you're not subscribed to his channel, where to go? If you're not
I saw
subscribed
that
to his channel, his channel is Yes I Can Barbecue.
Who's that?
Simon.
No way you
Here,
can
Yeah,
barbecue.
that's how we
here,
love
I need
barbecue.
Gary.
Well, that's awesome, Des. I think that's a great thing coming towards you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah,
Hi,
we
David Italian. Hi,
All right,
Andy.
Andy.
Parzival. That is so cool. You know, I've been watching that show again. Ready Player One. The main character, his name in the game is Parzival.
Yeah.
That's
His
pretty cool.
gaming name is Parcel. Yeah.
Right.
Real
Hey,
news
Lord,
He's
winner.
he's in Germany.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
Guten Tag.
You know, although my German's a little rusty.
Melissa Stedman.
Yep. Is he?
The Bearded Italian.
Yep. Good to see y'all. And Andy
Yeah,
from over.
Those are coming
Australia.
to my channel. Give me a second so I can get a redirect set up over there.
Oh, I appreciate it. Always good to have you on here, Caucasian Sasquatch.
Yeah, we love the hairy beasts.
Hey, y'all behave. I know I let y'all playing, but y'all don't need to
Hey
be.
Gary, there's 29 people in here.
That is
No, there's
perfect.
not.
Yes, there are.
29.
I'm looking at it. It's 32 now. That's all right. We hit perfection there for just a second.
I'm
And I'm
still
down
showing
with
29 watching. So weird.
Well, there's also Caucasian Sasquatch shared it out on his channel, and so he's actually sharing the live stream. So now we got more folks coming in.
Did you see what Randy said?
Yeah, I just saw it.
That would be cool. But we have an open panel. People are welcome to come up, and we'd be more than happy for them to share their channel.
I thought
Hey,
about it, and I said no
Good
way.
to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see
All
you,
right,
brother.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Isaac.
Wow, you're
I
quick.
met Isaac over at
Really
LC.
quick. Well, Isaac,
Oh.
how you doing?
Good, man. Chilling. Got a little bit of champagne. You know.
There we go.
Okay, ban him now.
I like that.
It's good people.
It's non-alcoholic grape juice. I mean, is that?
I mean,
Okay. Well, that's better than Gary's rum.
Hey, I got 3 different kinds of rum here. So
Oh no,
I'm just using the cheap stuff to soak the peanuts in because I got so much of it. Isaac, if you would type 29 in the chat and hit enter so people can connect to your channel.
29 specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
29.
Hashtag yes.
There we go. Perfect.
give it a second.
Oh, wait a
Gary.
minute. That's over on
I
I
got
got
you.
text from Double Dog from
I'm
From
on
Shep.
someone's panel.
well, that's all right. Hey, whether you're on mine or Squatches, it's all good.
No.
Yeah, I'm almost at 100. I think I need 3 more.
All right. Well, we can arrange that.
Oh, I can do that right now. Hold on.
Y'all like talking? I just do this.
Hey, yeah, you just chill, relax, talk when you feel led.
I guarantee you get like 4 or 5 hours if you shave your beard.
Yeah, Bill wants to know that. My New Year's resolution to not shave it once.
There we go.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I get that.
So maybe at the end of the year.
I got you, Isaac. I shared it in chat.
Oh,
Thank you. And
yeah,
let me
no
go.
worries. Thank you, though.
I've shaved mine once a month so far, and it just does not stop.
Hi, how's
All right. I
That's
should be
pretty
number
fast.
100 at 101.
Hit 103 and 107 if he keeps going.
Come on, Gary, get on the job.
I'm working on it. I'm subscribing as fast as I can.
No, you had somebody in the basement. You just left him down there. Parzival.
I'm
Parzival.
sorry.
Parzival.
Hey, Parzival.
I think that's a ban. Put Gary back in
Oh
the
my
basement.
God, am I the
I'm
only
gonna
one
drop
not
down, you
drinking?
guys.
There's
No, I'm not
something
drinking.
wrong with this.
I got water, and I'm actually out of it.
I watched the Marvels tonight, and my co-host tomorrow wants to discuss it. And it's halfway through. I sent him a hate email for making me watch that trash. And then when I finished, I sent him another one. Every other line was just hate you.
How am I going to discuss this?
Clubhouse
When
on
I
Hill.
didn't like 90% of the movie.
I'm going to do it drunk. That's my plan.
That's a good idea. Maybe it'll be a good show, but
I even
man,
wrote out
they
three
did not put on a good show.
for him to read while I get some shots in me. Read this and I'll shoot shots. We'll be good.
Really, was it that bad?
It wasn't great, but I will say this: their comedy interlude coming into their content did not work with that one.
Yeah.
It didn't work. You want their Marvel and their comedy interlude only worked with one movie so far, and that was Ragnarok with Thor, which is kind of a kick in the pants. It was fun, but that one, no. Marvel's, they just, whether they filmed it or they took the attitude the wrong way, did not work.
Well, I don't know.
What's up,
Hang
Parzival?
on, let me grab one of these puppies. Maybe they'll stop fighting. All right, y'all.
Well, yeah, you take one out of the bunch, maybe you got a chance.
Parzival, you have content.
Yeah.
What's your channel about, Parzival?
Pardon?
I don't think he has any content. That's okay.
Oh,
He's
okay.
welcome up here.
No,
But-
I wasn't saying he wasn't, Gary. I was asking him if he had content.
Parzival, how you doing, brother? Everything going all right?
I don't know. I see 8 people in here right now. None of us have content.
Well,
Who? What? I have nothing. I don't do
So,
80
I don't
million.
have nothing either.
hey, I know a lot of the folks in here do have content. It doesn't matter whether somebody has content or not. They're welcome.
Right.
Just
Rosemary's
fun.
looking at your hat.
The,
Get his hat.
Hmm?
Get his hat,
I know-
Rosemary.
I know
no.
you like doing experiments and stuff with numbers and whatnot on YouTube. I performed one.
That's
last
only
week.
fair when
Might
it
like
comes in numbers.
and Hello House on the Hill. And we got my cute little puppy dog right here. She's just as sweet, and
She's a gremlin dog.
she is a gremlin. We can't feed her after midnight.
See, look, I call her gremlin. She looks.
You wouldn't find a woman
Jerry,
talking.
did you get the necklace I sent?
Yes, I did.
All right.
What Parzival?
I told you that on another live. I told you I got it.
I probably wasn't there.
Yep, I got it. I don't know where it's at right now. I got it. It's
That's
here on my
awesome.
desk someplace.
Hey, Parzival, I've got a lot of hair.
I
Do I
bet you
qualify
wouldn't
as
find
bald?
a woman smoking.
Oh, he has the same hair problem I do. It just grows straight up.
There we go.
I got enough to share. It's okay.
There we go.
I tried. I used to have long hair, long beard. I've tried over the years, and I can't get back. It gets
Let me tell you
hot.
what you do.
Whoop,
I know.
shave it right off. Shave it right off.
This is exactly what you do.
Okay.
Work on hair. Develop you a
I
good
say
rehab.
you feel fine. The
Go to
woman's
rehab
smoking.
and don't shave until you're clean. That'll do it.
All right.
Don't shave until I'm clean. That
It makes
Yeah, that's how you grow your hair long. You develop a really good drug habit, go into rehab, and don't shave until you're clean, and you'll come out just like this.
never thought about using that as an excuse.
Excuse no, that was just how I ended up. And then I started my channel. And I didn't mean to do a face reveal, but I did. And I said something about shaving, and all 4 of my subscribers said no. Don't do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get hot, and I'll shave the beard.
I can tell you
I'm
hot.
still hot. The hair's gone.
Yeah, but have you
Yeah, I
ever
can
felt the
tell you.
cold breeze in your beard? The cold breeze, like pulling it, you can feel it. It's really
Yeah.
awesome.
That's why you see me doing this, because I'll start sweating.
I got to be in a place that I can feel a cold breeze. I'm not in one. It's
No, I am. I feel
still
one right
almost
now.
70 right
Stove.
now.
Hey, Scotty Waddle.
I just
Good to see
I
you.
just sit next to wife squatch and let her cold tongue cool me off. She'd be sharp on that, man. She'd be cutting me down. That's why I'm not worried about YouTube haters. My wife's got me just completely locked down on that.
Yeah, I can't argue with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind them either. Pay no
I have
mind.
enjoyed lately. I've been going over to LC's, live stream at night, and I'm really enjoying that. He's got a real interesting group of folks over there, and also I've been dropping in on Traveling Fools, and just kind of chilling. And
I haven't checked out Tribal Fools in a while.
he had a pretty good group over there the other day. They're gonna be having a meetup over there in Panama City, which is not far from where I used
I'm
to
not
live.
going that far.
Well, and it's happening the same time. I think it's January, March, the 1st through the 3rd or something like that. But me and Tammy's going over to see Devil Dog and Jamie on that time, because Hardy is going to be performing at the Houston Rodeo, and so, and we're looking forward to going hear him perform. Anyhow, it's going to be a good week. If we hadn't, I already requested off at the time. I'm trying to burn down some agency comp hours. So,
Well, you're almost done to retirement now, Gary, aren't you?
well, I'm within the next 5 or 6 years of retiring, but I got to plan it out now, because the way that, by the way, if you put on your avatar here, you can
Find
still
a
be
woman smoking cigarette and I'll shave.
you can still be heard, but they don't see.
Shut you right down.
If you were to hit like this right here, you can see everybody and you can still hear me, but you can't see my picture, because I just think it's kind of cool. It's almost like you're playing musical chairs or something.
Right.
It's just kind of fun to watch it, go back and forth. But hey, Mona did what? Good to see you.
Hey, Mona.
Always a pleasure. But we're, I guess you could say that, I don't know where, I guess Devil Dog felt like he needed a break or something. It could be on another line. Hey, Peaceful Des. Wasn't Des up here a little bit ago? I don't know where she went.
No, you banned her.
No, I didn't ban Des. I never
He doesn't
was.
do stuff like that easily. If he was going to ban
It's
people,
not a
he'd
safe
do that
thing to
way.
ban Dez, that's for sure.
No, hey, Google asked Des questions. So, she once counted to infinity twice.
That was you've got your wires crossed, bud. I'm pretty sure that was Chuck Norris.
Well, he may have done it too. But
Well, I
think
thought
Des
he
did-
saw infinity and just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, he
I
probably
hear
counted to
Chuck
infinity.
Norris doesn't do
Infinity
push
time.
ups. He pushes the world down.
could be. But how you been doing, Squatch? Sasquatch, I ain't seen you.
I've been tinkering with numbers over here, baby. I've been looking at some various features on YouTube and just playing with what they do and stuff. And one of the things I've recently come across is live streams and shorts don't mix real well, but they have
Right.
a live stream short feature now,
Really?
which completely ruins my methodology of doing live streams because it has to be done in a vertical
One
format.
woman smoking and I'll shave.
Yeah, because you're not doing it in a wide form. They don't like it for live stream or for short.
For short, for the vertical format, that's all they care about. They want to intrude on Instagram and TikTok and everything like that. So if that's the case, I figure why not tickle the pickle with them? You know what I'm saying? So I stopped doing live streams for the past week. I also had a little bit of a voice issue. I was having trouble
Yeah.
talking. So I stopped doing live streams for the past week, and I started uploading shorts like every 4 hours, setting it up on a schedule and getting that happening. I picked up about 300 or 400 subscribers in the past couple of weeks. I just hit 1,000 like 2 days ago. I'm at 4,100 now.
Nice.
That's all from shorts.
I know.
Wow.
Hey, when I first started doing shorts,
So you
when I
getting their time, the time they require from shorts too?
No, you don't get watch time. You don't get view time hours.
Well, that for the most part that's true. But if they come to your page and watch a short, or if they see it in like a playlist, it does count that way. But what's a 15-second video? You know, 8 or 10, 15-second video compared to a longer format. I mean, it doesn't count for hardly anything.
That's true.
Right.
But hear me out on this. I sat down and did the math on it, and I figured out if you dedicated a channel specifically to making shorts and nothing else, and you picked up, say, a subscriber a short, 2 subscribers a short, or maybe 1 every 3 or 4 shorts, which is not how it's going to work. If you've got any kind of a sense of humor, you can increase that. If you do it every day for like a year, you would end up with a couple of thousand subscribers. If you do it for 2 or 3 years, you should be bringing in somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 million to 1.5 million views a month.
Well, how many shorts is that? How many views is that per short?
That doesn't seem to be as important as the actual thumbnail. That's what I've been testing for the past few days, is whether it's a thumbnail basis or the actual quality of short. The quality of the short doesn't seem to matter. If you can nail the thumbnail with something that works for your audience, then it will. I mean, in the past 2 weeks, I went from getting a couple of thousand views a day to 8 or 10,000 views a day. I'm going to clear 100,000 in the past 7 days for the first time ever.
Yeah. I understand.
So there's a way to make it work. You just have to keep trying at it, like your title says.
Yeah. In fact, these are my numbers for the last 90 days on YouTube or on BeltLoop 29Q Critters, and it's almost basically nothing but shorts. And as you can see, I've got 452,000, 0.8 thousand views. Y'all stop it. Over the last 90 days, and 1.9 thousand hour. But that's irrelevant on this. And I picked up 895 viewers or subscribers in the last 90 days.
Let me explain how it's relevant. You can use your shorts to focus your attempt, your channel content. If you use shorts that represent your channel's content, then it will focus the aim of those shorts at people who like that type of content, which is more likely to subscribe. Then if you use the shorts feed live stream feature for your live streams, those people who are tuning in for shorts and not for your live streams are far more likely to show up and actually look at a live stream for a second. There's your view time.
Yeah. Here's from December the 1st. I didn't mean to do December. I meant to do January. January the 1st through the 2nd. All right. I had 44,000 views picked up in those 2 days. I picked up 44,000 views and 124 subscribers in 2 days.
Right.
What I was doing something very similar to what you're talking about, Side Squad. I listed one video, one short an hour and I was doing that. I've crunched the numbers. If you put one video up an hour for 90 days, that's 2,160 videos. All right. At the time, I was averaging 1,700 1,714 or so, between 714, 754, something like that, views per video, per short. All right, which means if it had held its averages over the course of the first 2 months, it would have reached the 3 million views, and it would have reached. The trouble with that is that it became oversaturated. Maybe it would work better like what you're talking about, with one every 4
I tried
hours.
the 1 hour thing. I did that for 3 days straight, and I turned around and looked at my analytics, and I went, well, that's effective, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I
So
got a
I'm
question though.
doing
You
Oh.
did it for 4 hours around the clock?
Well, I sat down and made up like 10 or 15 shorts and then scheduled them out for the next 2 days,
Okay.
every 4, all the way around the clock.
Okay, that's
and
what I was
I do
wondering.
it.
So you did 8 a day, basically. You
Yeah.
put out 8 a day. Okay, that's why I was okay. Well, I
Yeah,
was gonna
right.
say I put a short out that it's got 25,019 views on it, and I've got over 211 watch hours on it.
But you don't get
Well-
to keep the watch hours unless you can make the 10 million views you need on the shorts to start with.
No, well,
Well, the watch
My-
hours still count on because they're
No, sir.
not off of the short lead, I think.
No, sir.
Good night.
The only time watch hours from shorts count is if someone comes to your channel and clicks on it, or they find it through some other means. If someone
Right.
shares
Like
it, you might get that count.
yeah. Now I should point out though that you can hit the fan funding, which for small channels like ours, that's where the real money is. But the fact is that with you can do the fan funding at 3 million views as opposed to having to hit the 10 million. But I'd rather hit the 10 million, obviously. And there's no way, based on 1,700 views a short, I could put out enough shorts, to in that time frame to hit the 10 million, unless something just had an outrageous. But an average Joe, if they can average the 1,700, well, can put out enough videos in the 90 days. What I was trying to show you, or wanted to show you, Sasquatch, after it became apparent that I was not going to hit it, I started taking things off the schedule. I had pretty much all these videos that I have on here already uploaded. And I think what you have to do though is you can't upload them too far in advance. Right now I've got 470 shorts on here that are not public. So, I had like a month's worth of shorts already uploaded and scheduled. And that's a lot of work.
Yes, sir.
But
yeah, it's an amazing amount of work. You would not believe how much work it is, especially if you want to take the time to make them worth watching and maybe get
Right.
more than the 1,700 average.
that's right.
That's a lot of time. That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of reshoots on reactions, green screens, and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah. And hey, just titling alone, you can actually upload up to 15 shorts at one time.
You can. My limit was 15 shorts and 2 long form content.
Yeah.
They
But
kicked
I
me
mean, you can select 15 at one time and have those uploaded, but then you've got to turn around and you've got to title every one of them. You have to change them from a draft into a thing, which means you have to go through about 4 or 5 different steps on each one. It's if you're just to shoot a short is easy. You shoot you point the camera, hit the button, say something, and hit the stop, enter, basically. But if you're trying to do multiple, it can get rather complicated rather quickly, depending on how heavy you're wanting to go on it. But
Okay, and I get what you're saying, and I understand what you mean. But what I'm pointing out is a person who does this and doesn't touch the live streams, doesn't bother with uploading video content, does nothing but upload shorts, can achieve a monetized channel in 2 years, maybe less if you're handling it properly. After that, you can kind of draw in a little bit of your effort and direct it in a different direction. But that's not all I've been doing. I just figured you would appreciate backing up. I saw you did a stream a while back that covered a bunch of this stuff, and I sat down and did my own version of the experiment, right?
Yeah.
I've also added Rumble and
I'll
X.
share.
Here's the part that really impresses me. On Rumble, I'm getting more views, more view time, and more interaction than I do on YouTube. I have 17 followers.
Well, Rumble's got some benefits to it. I just haven't been able to, hook up I tried at one point to try to connect my StreamYard to Rumble.
YouTube broke it. They won't let you do it like that no more. You have to go in and set up each live stream to Rumble.
Okay. Well, I know that you look at a lot of things very similarly to the way I do, and that's it's always interesting to talk with somebody who has interesting or similar thoughts or ideas or working towards finding out.
I'm just
learning.
interested. The whole reason I started my channel, first of all, was to figure out how the backstage worked. The second part was to try to help YouTubers make better content easier. Like, you always hear about shadow bans. You always hear about people saying, well, that's why I can't grow, is because I'm shadow banned. You go and look at their channel. They've been doing exactly the same show for 3 years. They haven't changed anything. They're using the same intro, same outro, same topics, same bases, same points, same format, same everything. And they're saying they're not growing because they're shadow banned. Simply probably not the case. Most of us are not important enough for some errant statement we made to render us shadow banned. It's silly to think that, because there's too many of us.
Well, there's a lot of people are looking for a reason that they're not doing better. And I think the bottom line is that most people, and I'm not saying all of them by any means, I think though that the tendency is to look at things and say that look for a reason why you're not succeeding rather than how to succeed, how to change and get better.
There's a primary difference in some YouTubers. You have YouTubers like you and me who are really just here playing with the numbers, talking to people, and just having a general good time. Then you have people who think, for whatever reason, that they're going to upload a video, it's going to become viral, and they're going to be making money by the end of the month. And that rarely happens. I know of one channel that has accomplished that, and he turned down monetization because he's already independently wealthy.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're coming in here with the intent to make money, you should come in here with the intent to work your butt off. You will be clipping videos. You will be making shorts. You will be editing. You will be designing. You will be doing format changes. You will be constantly altering your channel and then seeing what works, what doesn't, dropping what doesn't work, using what does, and putting new stuff in, going back and trying things that failed previously just because you haven't tried it in a while. All this stuff.
By the way, M's Mad World, LOL, I figured out something out. Apparently hanging around Sasquatches doesn't hurt in that aspect, I think, anyway. Hey, the truth is, when you're hanging out with folks like Sasquatch that are pushing the envelope a lot of the time, he does attract, people to his show. And a lot of people, they're making networks. They're, they're going through and they're, trying to network and get to know more people. And initially, here's
hold on
the thing.
1 second, Luke. 1 second. My boy over here is wanting to shave his head. He says he'll do it if a woman, a bona fide actual female, comes up on panel with us. Is that what you said, Percival?
I think he fell asleep.
I think he's frozen.
Either frozen or he's asleep.
Well, I don't know. I think he turned his thing, and he's got apparently one of those phones that locks in perspective. It doesn't.
Yeah,
I don't-
click that link. It'll take you to a different chat, and the link's pinned at the top of the next chat. That's a redirect link to Belt Loop's channel. But I'm not even sure homie's here anymore. But
He may not be.
fix your mic, M. Fix your mic immediately, right now. Fix your mic.
Matthew the King, good to see you. Thank you for coming to the live stream. And yeah, the link should be up top. And then when you get over here, you can click on the link that's pinned up top, and that'll bring you here on panel. Yeah, well, you know, some phones, you know, lock perspective and it won't allow you to change. And so if you try to change it, it turns everything. All right, let's see.
I'm
That's
still
part again.
I'm just changing my background right quick.
All right, let me try this again. All right, we can hear you, Parzival. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. You've got two things in here. I'm gonna take one of them off the studio, but the other one's gonna stay. Supposedly.
Okay.
All right. Whenever you put up your avatar, it goes through and it. I guess I could put it where people will see the avatars. That way they'll see that there's other people here. You know, over here. All right. Thank you for coming in, Des. It is appreciated.
Night, Bono.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon. Let me, I can fix that. Give me just a second. And I'll put it down to where it's only 1 minute. I normally do that to try and keep away the trolls. Because trolls typically ain't gonna wait for 5 minutes to chat.
Hey Gary, I'm gonna go, but I'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks for coming in, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Later,
started
Gary.
on that pencil tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
I think I got a piece of Coco Bolo. So
Okay, that's
Yes.
awesome.
all right, talk to you later.
Jerry makes pins, and I'm having him go through and make me a Coco Bolo a pencil. He's already sent me well, I'll show you the Coco Bolo pen,
Yeah, man, so super.
and here's the pen that he sent me. All right, I changed it to 1 minute. That should be, but let me show you all the Coco Bolo pen that Jerry made for me.
That's nice.
Mm.
Silky. Smooth.
Beautiful. He also made me one made out of I got him to make me one out of, this is buffalo horn.
We call it the Butler Blanc.
That's right. This is a Butler Blanc.
It's a cigar pen.
Yeah. And so and I just ordered another pencil in the Coco Bolo, and a pencil in the a pencil as well in the, let me debigify me, and the buffalo horn as well.
Yep. I
So-
got to order the mechanism for the buffalo. It's a bigger size, so I got to get that ordered. But I'll get that ordered in a couple of days. I'll be here by next week.
I appreciate it, Jerry.
Anyway, I'm gonna go. Nice meeting you guys. Nice talking to you. See you later, Tony. I don't know if he's frozen or not, but I see him.
I think he's frozen.
Later, Jerry. I think I'm
Much
frozen.
love, bud. Don't let the man get you down.
Talk to you later.
Excellent. Oh, hey, we got Rat Barbie.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Barbara.
hadn't changed it. I haven't changed it.
Oh, and
Except-
she's her mic fixed. That's awesome.
I know.
Beautiful.
Does it sound good? Because I haven't even tested it. like at
sound-
all.
But yeah, it sounds way better than you beating it over somebody's head,
I'm so
beating
proud.
it up, dragging it across your freaking shirt and holding it up and slapping it against another microphone.
It's like,
I've never,
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty
I-
bad.
By the way, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance on here.
do
Em, I don't know if I've seen you over, I've probably seen you over at Sasquatches before.
Yeah.
But I go to so many live streams, and there's sometimes it's hard to remember. I can swear I've seen your name before. I just don't think I've seen you.
I
up
hosted her
panel.
on the Sasquatch shells, bud.
Okay,
So-
well I don't doubt it. I don't make every show of every.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't. It's I try to, but there's only
Yeah.
so many hours. in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. There's a lot of people I'm subscribed to.
And again,
Exactly.
if you
And
would,
is
make
it just
sure you
me,
type it. About
or
what?
is it seem like they're getting shorter
What's getting short?
the days like the days are I feel like I know the time is going by faster. I don't
Actually, the
know.
days are supposed to.
I'm
be.
not
The days are getting longer now. Yeah.
Yeah. The shortest day of the year, at least in North America, is December the 20th or
Oh.
21st, something like that. That's what's known as the
21st,
winter solstice.
22nd. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
What?
known as the winter solstice.
I was
On
That's
that
when-
day, you can balance an egg on its end.
Well, you know how to balance an egg
Really?
on its end any time, don't you?
Yeah, you just crunch the bottom on the air pocket.
No,
Mm.
no, you don't have
I
to ruin
just
the
crack
egg.
them open and fry them, and then leave the shells on the side.
No, all you have to do to balance a egg on its end, all you have to do is take some salt, pour it on the thing, set the egg on the salt until and let it settle, and then blow away the salt.
Blow away the salt and take a picture of it, and you can do it any day of the week. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
it
a bar
works
bet.
every time.
I used to win bar money with that one.
I'm probably working on that
As long as you
more.
don't put the hollow end down.
I tell you what, let's play a game, Em. This
Do I
is
have
a
to get
game.
eggs?
I'm going to mix this up in my hands. I'm gonna mix this up in my hands. You tell me which hand it is in. All right, which hand?
It's in the little.
Not
It'd
gonna-
be my
not
right,
gonna work, buddy.
the left. I don't know. Yeah, it's like
That's right. All right, now
that one.
take your hand and do this. Put your thumb and your forefinger together. All right, now poke your head, just one hand. Now poke your head all the way through that hole without separating your thumb and your forefinger.
You can't do. Is
Well,
it
man.
serious? I can't
You
do
can
that. I can't do that. Doesn't work like that. Do you see how big my head is? Like it's not gonna work.
I'll show you. I'll show you. Check this out. I'm poking my head all the way through the hole without separating my thumb and forefinger.
Bar bet. I tell you another one.
Look,
if
I'm
you go-
blind. Okay, like come on now.
You go to a bar, you bet them that you can roll a cue ball under a cue, a pool cue, with the pool cue laying across the table. You walk up, you set the cue ball on the table, bump it against the pool cue, and say, "I bet you I can roll this right under this pool cue without ever touching it." They'll argue, they'll fuss, they'll hear, they'll howl, they'll try it 100 different ways, but eventually they'll decide to pay you the $10, $15, $20 or whatever just to find out how to do it. Right? And when it comes time to do it, pick up the ball, set it on the floor, and roll it under
Right.
the table.
Nope.
Oh,
Sounds
God,
right.
I can't even believe I just literally fell for that. I was like, I want to see how he's gonna do that.
Hey,
Yeah.
You're looking at it the wrong way. If you do a lot of bar bets, right, it's worth it to know one that no one else knows.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one. I really have never heard of that one. So I was like,
Bro, I have made so many
Okay.
bar tabs with this trash.
Hey, you.
I used to be with a guy whose dad owned a bar and he was the bartender. Like but I've never heard of that one.
Hey, you know how
I
to
almost
do
wanted to text him.
you know how to do the one where you got put a $10 bill or get them to put a $10 bill on the thing, put a drink on the thing, and say, I bet I can, well, basically you're trying to show how to without turning the glass over, how to take that bill from underneath it and bet them whatever the bill is. And then you just start rolling the thing up. It'll push the glass without touching the,
Really?
yeah.
I got another one.
I'm gonna try that.
This one's a little bit dangerous. If you're dealing with a halfway intelligent person, it won't work. You got to wait until they get a little bit in their cups before you pull this one, okay? And it still might not work. You might lose the money. Keep that in mind. You might lose the money. All right. So you bet them that you can pick up that you can get the dollar or whatever out from under the cup without touching it. And then you take a napkin from the bar and put it over the top of it and tell them, see there, I got it. And they'll pick up the glass to see, and you reach over, pick it up, and put it in your pocket. Yes.
That's awesome.
Dude, it makes some people.
I saw one where, it was on a TV show, I think, where somebody, bet that they could drink the glass without touching it or something like this. A fella puts his hat over it, says, there you go, just did it. And the other fella had to pick up the glass. I don't know. Never mind. I'll have to look back into that one. But they do have some, Simon says, my friends are nice and stupid at the bar. That's a way to take them out and make a few dollars.
That's usually how it goes at the bar.
Yeah. Well,
I try not to go there too much anymore. It's been a while. I don't really go to the bar, especially if they ask you for an ID.
I'm sorry, but I can make that shot disappear without touching the glass.
Give me a straw.
There we go.
Straws are easy.
I was like, give me a straw. I will make that shot disappear without touching that glass.
That's gonna hurt though. You know how hard it is to suck the bottom out of a shot glass.
It is hard, yes.
Go ahead, give it a try.
Good way to sterilize your lungs, though.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, I got to admit, Em, you look old enough to get into a bar.
Oh, I'm definitely old enough to get into a bar.
I'm
definitely old enough to get into a bar.
This woman refuses to get a license.
Yeah, I just don't see the need to do all that. It's like really complicated. But he insists that I'm gonna have to get one, so I've been working on that. It's a lot of shit.
But think about the shit that stops happening as soon as you have them. It just quits.
Okay, but here's the thing. So I don't have a car right now. So I don't see.
You could get into that bar we talked about.
Right, that's crazy. Okay, that makes sense. That part, that is usually 9 times out of 10 when I'm like, damn it, this is why I got to get an ID. Because I'll go somewhere and where I got to purchase things that I need an ID for, and I'm like, yeah, but this is why. This is that thing. That
well,
this is
an ID
necessary.
without getting a driver's license.
Yeah,
Sure.
I know. I used to have one.
We're trying to get her legal over here. Don't encourage
Used
her.
to have one. I had two. I actually had an ID. I got one when I was 16. Then when I turned 18, I had to get another one because, when you change to the legal age of an adult, you get a different ID.
Well, you don't have to. You just got to wait till the one expires.
Well, then I did. And I got one when I was 21, and then I lost that one. Yeah.
She's kind of young, huh?
I went through the steps. No, I'm not. I was just talking to my daughter about that today because she's been out of work all week because one of the kids, and she thinks it's the oldest one, gave her pink eye. It gave her and the middle child pink eye. But somehow they didn't get pink eye themselves. And I was like, why do you think they're the culprit then? Wouldn't it be the kid with the pink eye? She was like, I was like, or the daycare that you work at. Like, I
I
don't know.
know. It would be the kid with the smelly fingers.
That's what she said. She goes, no, mom, it's the one that keeps digging in her diaper after she poo-poos. And I was like, oh yeah. And she was like, I was like, okay. So then she comes over there and she's like, and then she's touching her face. She's touching her face. I was like, oh, that's so, I was like, this is why I don't like kids.
Hey, Temple.
I love my grandkids and I love my kids, but like kids are gross, man. I don't even know how I survived into adulthood. Swear.
I don't know how my kids
Crazy.
made it to adulthood.
That's I knew it was coming too before it even happened. Like my daughter comes and visits and she leaves and I'm having a conversation with my boyfriend at the time and I was like, I just hope to God that she gets out of high school. He was like, before what? I was like, before she gets pregnant. He was like, yeah, you're her mom, right? I was like, yeah. He was like, I don't see that happening. But she did. She graduated a semester early, so that's how that actually happened. Otherwise,
I made
she
it
wouldn't have.
through high school without getting
So she,
pregnant.
yeah.
I thought I was doing pretty good.
I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
If you could magically make Hollywood make one more season of any canceled show in history, what show would you choose?
Stargate.
I'll go first. Firefly.
Roseanne.
Firefly is a good choice.
Yes, sir.
That is a good choice. That's a good choice.
It's hard to beat, ain't it?
I don't know if I could think of better. Maybe it would either be that or Farscape.
Well, the problem I have with naming Farscape is, first of all, there's already 5-6 seasons of it, and they'd gotten
Right.
into some really weird stuff. Firefly never got a chance to get off the ground. It was never given an opportunity. There
Yeah.
are so many great lines in that series. It is amazing.
Yeah. Nathan
I
Fillion,
haven't seen it.
Matthew the King said
What?
Gilligan's Island.
She has.
That's a good
She's
one.
watched most of it. If she's come in backstage so many times, it's been playing in the background a bunch.
Jesus, somebody
back in
farted
the
on your
day.
pillow. Oh, shoot. Dude, don't nothing make me madder than that stuff right there. The farting in the bed. Like, you can't escape that. When it's not your fart, that's wrong.
That's called Dutch oven.
I know, but that's how you get beat up.
I've cleaned out restaurants. I don't want to hear about that one.
It's like I would pillow over your face like so fast, like
Dutch oven me the other day.
what you're.
My freaking 120-pound man has gotten
Nice.
bit. And when he does this, I just throw a blanket over the top of him. He'll get hot and go away in a minute, right? So I threw a blanket over the top of him and fell asleep. And I woke up gasping for air. I had covered my head. with that
Oh my God.
I ripped one, and he got out from under the blanket before I noticed it.
He was like, oh, Lord, that was me.
What I do? Ooh, that's
Shoot.
rough.
Well,
Oh,
Temple and Acres. If you ever get a chance to watch Firefly, it's a really good series. It's
Now,
starring
Firefly is pretty good, yeah.
Nathan
I
Fillion.
regularly
They get-
do Firefly viewings in my after dark. I haven't done it in a minute, but
Now, I'm assuming you saw their movie.
probably have.
Serenity.
absolutely, bro. Yes, sir. That's
Good
the
stuff.
only sequel film that I have ever seen that was up to scratch on the original series.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah. I won't argue with that.
yeah.
Well, they've not done a Stargate film since the original that booted the whole thing into the franchise.
But Stargate includes half a dozen other movies that were included into the franchise that aren't sequels. They're just
Right.
parallel. I'm talking about the show had been ended for 5 or 6 years, and there was such a groundswell of support for it that
They
Josh
did a movie, yeah.
made a movie to finish out the series. Did you get your microdose done, bud?
I'm out.
Oh no! What are you gonna do?
Got my cannabis. I was watching the fights real quick a little bit.
Oh, that sucks. Not about the fights, about the cannabis. That part.
No, I have cannabis. I just don't have. He's talking. I usually do a lot of mushrooms and shit on here.
And make me do the cannabis part.
So I
Acid.
I
and shit.
have started rewatching Stargate Atlantis. It's available on maybe Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You know what my
Uh,
favorite?
Jesus, the devil.
I have been watching that one lately, but
I go through the whole series every couple of years.
You're gonna hate me for this, dude. You're gonna hate me for it. My favorite one is Stargate Universe. Let me tell you.
This is beyond my nerddom.
That's
when they
Dude, did
wrote
you
it.
paint your wall?
It's tapestry.
Ah, that's sick. It is so cool.
The reason is,
Oh my god, it's awesome.
One's a
Stargate
mushroom
Universe
village. One's a
is the
dragon
only-
village.
That's so dope.
That is
That
cool.
cube is also cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing spins.
That's cool. That is freaking cool as fuck.
Stargate Universe is the only series like that starts out in a real world circumstance with a real world basement dwelling troll sitting around playing a video game, going, no, there's something here that we're missing something, and then he solves it. And Jack shows up at his door going, did you just finish a game that no one's ever finished before? And he's like, I have no idea who you are. Go away. And he's like, no, sir, we can't go away. You have to come with us. And he straight up kidnaps the kid, takes him to space.
Right.
I love it.
Well then,
Now,
And then
is
he
that-
ends up being the hero of
Is
the
that
whole
the one
story.
where they're on the ship hurtling through? Yeah, I've seen that series. Are they streaming that anywhere?
They were on Amazon for a little while. What's up, Treat? See you, bud.
I'm not sure. I haven't looked on Universe
I'll
for
have
a
to
minute.
check it out and see, if I can find it. Because I enjoyed that one as well. Although my favorite was probably, of the ones that I'm familiar with, Atlantis. I liked Atlantis in part probably because of Taylor. She was pretty sexy. But
Won't argue with that, but SG1, the original for 10, 11 seasons we had them, 22 episodes a season.
I like the big bad from Atlantis better than I did the Go-O-O. The replicators are a better, both of them, both the what are they called? The ghouls? No. Reapers?
You talk about on Atlantis.
Atlantis, yes.
Yeah.
Replicators and then the bloodsuckers. What are they called?
Yeah.
Vampires, but they're not called vampires.
Vampires.
yeah, it's like those are vampires. Yeah.
Like a succubus.
They were known as
No.
the Wraith.
The Wraith, yes.
That's it, right.
Oh.
Thank you. I was fixing to have a hemorrhage, man.
And I'm
hate
sitting there
that
going,
feeling.
why can't I know that number?
I hate it when that happens. This happened to me earlier today. Like my brain started like frazzling out over that. I think that's what happens when I don't remember some of the stuff that goes on backstage, is because my brain is always trying to compartmentalize all the stupid nonsense that I take in from just reading on the internet all the time. Because I do a lot of that.
Yeah.
My big
Yeah.
Mine seems to
issue
do it
with
by
Atlantis was the ending.
Yeah.
They threw Atlantis in the San Francisco Bay and just ended it right there.
That's not good. That's not a good way to end up.
Where Stargate Universe is
Stargate
open.
Universe never actually finished.
It didn't finish.
Not really. It went to the end of the
Oh,
season. They had a finale, but then they never
Just never
started.
brought it back.
Yeah.
No, they have not brought it back. They have a ton
God,
of
I love
content.
it, dude. They had these little stones that they used for communication where you could body swap. And that was one of the things I loved about the series, was it required actors to act like people they were not, and to do it well.
Yeah.
Oh
They had
wow.
Yeah, and
what's-
Lou Diamond Phillips really
Diamond Phillips.
sucked at it.
but it was okay because
That's terrible.
at it that it was obvious he was trying real hard.
Oh, he was, yes. I mean, he did a great acting job
That was his last
for
chance.
what he was doing.
Well, I mean, it's not like he failed. It's not like he didn't put forth effort. He tried really hard. You could just tell throughout the entire series he had no heart in the project.
Oh, that is
No,
such a
he was
bummer.
not happy about his job. He was just not happy about his job, and it
Especially
showed through his acting.
especially
Yeah.
when they kept swapping him with women. They were forcing him to it and do the women thing, and he just was not. He just wasn't with it, dude.
Yeah,
More power to you, whatever. I'm just
that's
saying,
messed up.
his role. I think if they'd skipped that whole stone swapping, body swapping crap, it would have been a much better series in general.
Yeah,
Uh,
their communications would have
about-
been restricted through the gates only, which they
What's
only
up, Rob?
eventually got to in Atlantis. If they would have kept that to gate communication
Actually,
only,
I was of the opinion that given where they're at and the ship they're on and what they're doing, they should not have achieved communication with Earth until like season 3.
at least.
Right. It should have
Yeah.
been completely balls to the wall survival tech only, barely surviving every single
Yeah.
episode.
You gotta
Shit,
survive with Ronan and Taylor.
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
I loved
When I
Ronan.
started watching it again, I'm still
Ronan's the badass. Yeah. Taylor was too. I mean, until she got pregnant and they had to work that into the film series, but
well. It's all the better stuff in I prefer the sci-fi over. Some people like horror flicks, and I guess I get that, but it's never been my forte. And typically, I was sitting down with my buddy one time. We were watching a movie called 7 Pounds. About 5 minutes into the movie, I asked him if he wanted to know what the whole movie was going to be about, because they were a little, weren't going into it. After just a few minutes of watching, I asked him, "Do you want to know what this movie's going to be about?" He said, "On one hand, I'm dying to hear what you're going to say, but on the other hand, if you tell me and you're right, I don't want to watch movies with you anymore." But believe it or not,
tell him for sure.
well, I mean, it was just so obvious.
Yeah.
And so, and I told him, he said, "All right, if that's what it's about, I ain't gonna watch any movies with you anymore." I said, "That's fine." And we watched it. That's what it was about. And we don't watch movies anymore.
None of my family will watch movies with me because when we start the movie, I'll look at them and go, "All right, so you want the real story behind this, or are you just gonna watch the movie ignorant?" And they're like, "You've only been watching it for 5 minutes." And I'll pause it, look at them and go, "That woman just stepped out into the road, got hit by a car, and stood up and is now having an amazing adventure. Do you think A, that she got hit by a car and died, B, got hit by a car and is in a coma, or C, actually was hit by a car and flew away on a dragon like in the movie? Which one do you think is more likely?" When they go to the old
I
there's a
definitely
way
tried
under
to
the
keep
house.
my mouth shut, but man, there's been some that there's no way.
What's up,
I'll,
Tom?
I'll
Good to see
ruin
you.
it for you for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes movies are far too predictable. At least sci-fi kind of lets you, for the most part, it lets me get lost a little bit. And that's what I'm looking for.
I love being lost. If I can't keep up with what's going on, I am so thrilled with the film.
There's a limit to that,
Matter
though.
of it.
Yeah.
There's a limit. You cannot just be lost for the sake of being lost. You can only enjoy being lost if you are capable of if you are capable of re putting the thread together at the other end.
Right.
Yeah.
If
Hey.
you're just lost
Yeah.
and it's over,
Blade Runner.
Witcher. I
The
found.
Witcher was a good one too. Blade
I was
Runner
just
was
about
one
to
of
put
the
up some art.
originals that
But it wouldn't let me.
comes in that was so hard to keep up with.
When you put up let me explain to Isaac real quick what's going on. I see the quizzical look on his face. In settings on StreamYard,
Mhm.
if you put up your avatar, I've got it set up so that if you put up your avatar, we can still hear you. We
It pulls
just
it
can't
down.
see your avatar.
That's
I'm
cool.
not a big fan of a lot of
Yeah.
chats will go through and all you see is avatars up there, and
Mhm.
that's just not. It
That's not
seems to
cool.
me, yeah,
I
that's
love it. I love the fact. I mean, I've been in so many chats with so many people, and I'm the only one with my face showing,
yeah.
Oh, that's
and
weird.
everybody else has their avatars up, and it's like,
Mhm.
now,
Oh wow, Ajot's
no
here.
fun.
Yeah,
That is
I
so
agree.
cool.
I just use it to show off art.
What,
Hey,
your
that's
avatar or when you turn
Yeah,
on the
that's what-
camera?
Yeah,
well.
that's 'cause I
Hang
do a
on,
bunch.
I'll put it where it'll show the avatar. Hang on.
Oh no, I'm just joking. It's fine. It's nothing.
Hey,
I like
American
you have it
Justice
perfect.
Texas.
Hmm?
Ajot's here. That's
that's
cool.
my binky.
She's awesome.
She is awesome.
I know. But
The
hey,
Witcher
come on.
one.
Feel free to come on up on panel if you want.
Yeah, you got to click the link at the top of my chat and then click the link at the top of his chat.
Well, I think she's in my chat at the moment. It looks
It's
like
not-
it anyhow. She's
Yeah,
in
she
both.
already made it. She's a smart cookie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the opposite of me.
No, you're a short cookie.
Sharp.
No, I'm just like a half-baked
This is how
cookie.
the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, pretty much. In a nutshell.
She said she's two-timing, but to me that sounds like
Not
that
surprised.
we call that devil dogging around here. Because devil dog he'll be in 3 or 4 different live streams at the same time.
Yeah, but he's not in one right now, so he's just avoiding you.
Well, that may be the case. But the fact is, I'm not any good at that. I cannot. My focus has to stay on one thing. And
I'm with you. I'm with you there, Gary. I mean, if I'm in
if
the
I get
chat,
distracted on something, I'll chase that rabbit all the way down that rabbit hole.
Bro,
I'm
you
still
would hate watching
trying to
it.
avoid that Stargate rabbit hole, Farscape. Holy crap.
I'd be sitting over here editing, listening to an audio book, watching a video on YouTube, and occasionally with my Rumble.
Yeah.
And still editing the whole time. Phone will ring, I'll answer the phone and keep right on going.
Yep.
What are you doing? I'm busy. Leave me alone. Why are you calling me? You know I don't answer phones. What are you doing? It better
Oh,
be.
yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
good luck calling my
Get
phone.
messages to check your other phone. I've been messaging you on your other number. Why are you not answering? I don't know. Did you try this one? No. Okay, well, I'm answering this one today. Why do you have 4 phones? I don't know. That's not
Why am I
important.
not answering any of the 4 phones?
Yeah.
Hey, no, man, I got one for
Yeah.
you. Butler will love this. All right, so I went to school with our sheriff, right? And nobody in town really realizes that he grew up right down the road from my house. We rode the bus together. We've known each other since we were in diapers, right? But we never really hung out. He always wanted to be a cop. I was a dope fiend, and that was the way it went, right?
Darn.
Now I'm on the other side of all that, and he's the sheriff, and I live on Main Street, and it's an election year. So he's been coming over here every day for the past 2 weeks, banging on my door. But my ass has been in here with my ear cans on, and I ain't heard a bit of it. Thought I heard something one day, and I went and checked the doors, and I couldn't figure out what the noise was. And finally, yesterday, my brother called me and was like, "Now listen, I need you to be home at this time tomorrow because he's going to come talk to you." And I went, "Why would I talk to the sheriff?" He's like, "He wants to talk to you." I said, "Well, he
What
can."
the fuck?
No, he can't. He can't call me. Well, he can. No, I wouldn't hear him.
Thank you, man.
He's like, he's been to your door, dude, like a bunch. Like they probably think you're going to be arrested by now. So he showed up today. We talked. He put up his campaign sign in my yard. And this is the thing. I live on Main Street. It's excellent excellent property for that type of stuff. Usually people just stick campaign signs in my yard.
Oh.
Last campaign, the last election year, when they did, I went out and cut them up and put them in a pile up under his.
Yeah.
Like every day I would go out and just rip them to shreds. And I had one of the guys who was running got mad at me and was like, "You can't do that. That's against the law." I said, "Then you shouldn't leave it on my property."
Yeah.
See, that's where you're going horribly wrong. It wasn't out by the road. You put it in my yard.
Yeah, that's different.
Good mulch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Those
Well, I mean,
signs
if
are getting way out of hand.
If they'd have asked, I'd have probably said yes under certain circumstances. But there's certain people I will not promote.
Yeah,
I
but
won't.
now you got the sheriff. You got the
What? I think
yeah. We're
sheriff
gonna just don't what me. We'll talk about that later. That's just no.
where I lived and my whole family,
Well-
he showed up at the last freaking barbecue I had. Just showed up, pulled up in his cop car, scared a bunch of dope fiends out of the yard.
Did he bring beer?
Hilarious.
And did
By
he
the
bring
way-
any more food? If
No,
he didn't bring neither one of those, then fuck him.
Barbecue. That's what he came for.
Hey,
He's
Em,
like, I smell you cooking.
I'm enjoying your company and everything. I should point out though, sometimes my mama comes in here, so we try to keep it kind of PG. Anyhow, oh, by the way, and I don't know if you know it or not, and you hadn't said anything derogatory or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting you know in case you don't know. I am a police officer.
Is his sign in your yard?
Do it now?
I was like, is it his sign that's in your yard?
No, I'm not
No?
I'm not a sheriff. I'm
But
just
you're a police,
Yeah.
like the
and-
YouTube police.
Well,
or
I
really
am the
police?
YouTube but I am also really a police officer.
The confusion.
Duly sworn. Yes, sir.
I am duly sworn police officer. And I'm not. Hey, it has
Active
nothing.
duty
Yeah. It has nothing.
So
to
why
do
are
with my
you-
YouTube.
on YouTube.
Hold on.
Because I
Hold on.
like
Let me clarify. Tim,
I have so many questions.
I told you that every time you went off about cops and stuff, I said, well, I've got a cop we can go talk to if you want to go talk to him. I mean,
Yeah.
if you just
Yeah.
want to have that
You
conversation,
know several cops, apparently.
I do. I really do. I know
Yeah.
kids. I'll be honest. Like, I have friends that went on to become like Homeland Security, Secret Service.
Okay.
Well, I'm just letting
And
you
now
know.
you're just not telling me that.
I'm not trying to hide anything or anything, and I'm not saying you should not be who you are.
Are you in North
Okay.
Carolina?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then I don't care. I don't care where you're a
Okay.
cop at.
That's fine. Well, I'm a police officer at a mental institution. I'm a police officer at a mental institution. I am certified, sworn in, and we don't do a whole lot of law enforcement where I'm at. Most of what we do is patient care, but we have on occasion made arrests. We have on occasion, given tickets and that type of thing, but it's not something that is real prevalent where we are. We're more involved in the protection of the patients as well as
Yeah.
the staff. And so we're not like a kick-ins,
Oh,
kicking
and you
doors.
know I wouldn't be up here if he wasn't good people. You know that, right?
Oh, I know. I know
Okay.
that.
People.
All right,
And I don't think
ladies.
all cops are bad either. I
Right.
actually get along with a lot of, even though it wouldn't seem that way given my history, I actually do get along with a lot of the local law enforcement. Actually
I'm
know them.
Sorry, Luke. This is probably fixing to be a more interesting stream.
Wait a minute.
Suddenly.
Okay, there's a question. How many
I'm
times have I-
subscribed to him.
how many times have I tased a patient? Never. We don't have tasers.
Well, what? But are you armed?
Well, not when we enter a building that has patients in it.
Right.
No, you
So
have
what
to
would you
have
have to
your
protect
arm.
yourself? Just your hands?
Well, we don't. No, Tony, we're not allowed to strike patients.
No,
So-
he's in a hospital.
Yeah,
not
but
in a
he's in a hospital with mental patients.
That's right.
They do get physical.
That's right, they do.
hospital.
but that does not mean we can hit a patient, and we
Right. So
don't.
what if they attack you?
We
What are
put
y'all
them
supposed to
Defend
do?
yourself.
we will end up putting them in a physical hold. And
Yeah.
typically the doctor will issue an order for an injection.
Yeah.
When they
I've
break
had that
out,
happen.
They may be placed temporarily on a restraint bed or but typically my efforts are always towards de-escalation of the situation. And
Yeah.
so we treat people. I try to treat everybody with respect, especially patients. Patients can't help that they're, something's wrong. That's
Yeah.
why they're sent there to begin with.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that, if an individual gets Thorazine, it's because the doctor ordered, and we don't
Yeah.
have any medical training, and we don't, we don't propose
that's Michelle's mobile media. She's gonna pick on you just because she's a cop, but she don't mean no harm by it. She's a good girl too. She really is.
All right, guys, I gotta get. I'll catch you guys another
All
night.
right, babe. Much love.
All right.
Don't let the man get
Thanks.
you down.
Thanks for coming in, Tony. Always a
Mhm.
pleasure to see you,
My
brother.
pleasure too.
But I just wanted to make you aware. That way, you were at least aware. And to be honest with you,
and will be used against you part,
hey,
This is part.
hey,
No, I think it's really cool that you work at, and I know some people are like, why would you think that? You might end up there. I've been there. I've been there several times,
well,
but it's been a while since I've been there. So,
and also something else you may or may not care about, but I was 49 years old before I became a police officer.
what made you want to do that at that time?
Well, I've always been in sales. I've worked at, sold electronics, TVs, cars, trucks, knives, cutlery, cookware. I've sold a lot of different things. But and I was working at a store that sold appliances and electronics, and every year things got slow during the rodeo, and so when the rodeo was in town, and so I was just looking through, and I applied for a position that I thought I might as well apply. I didn't think I'd hear anything about it, and to be fair, they didn't send anything back to me for a while. My degree is in criminal justice.
Oh, that's cool.
But I got my degree back in 1993. This was in 2014.
Yeah.
And so, I do sell. I understand sales. In fact, I used to teach sales. But if I get involved in something, if I become interested in something, I really, really I'm a little obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
And I study until I learn everything I think I can. And then I'll kind of be lost until I find something else to be interested in. And it just, when I first started out there, I was working about 80 hours a week. And it was, I enjoyed being there. It wasn't even like work really, because I enjoyed the place. I took the job in part because of the fact that I felt like I could make a difference.
Hey, y'all, this dog just crop dusted me. I got to walk him. Oh, my Lord. This thing, my mouth open and everything.
I had the same issue.
That is so funny. I'm so glad my dog is little. I'm so glad she's little.
Skunk action.
And she's upstairs too. Like my dog's smaller than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's upstairs. Like he took her upstairs. She's like a little Maltese. So she probably weighs like maybe 7 or 8 pounds soaking wet. Yeah. She's so small. She sleeps in the bed beside me. Like she gets her head on the pillow and she sleeps like a little baby. Oh my God. It's adorable.
Is it a
I love that dog.
breed?
Yes.
Like white?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I know
yes. Yes. Oh my God. She's so spoiled. Like she has to be in the bed in the middle with her own pillow. Oh my God. She's ridiculous. Yeah.
We have a golden retriever.
That's big. That's one of the ones that like if it oh my God. If it farts on you, you know.
She's wild. She's been sick for like a week. She she's been farting, like, honestly. Like, it's been bad. Like, I don't know. My parents are like, we don't know what
And she ate something bad. She got into some bad food.
it could have been outside, something, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
We feed her the exact same thing.
Go get it. Go get it.
Like, she gets the normal something with her.
Oh God,
Just dry
I
food.
used to have a pit, and the bigger dogs, the bigger the poo poos, and I don't. So that's why I got a small dog this time around. I wasn't really a big fan of small dogs until I got her, and then I was like, oh, small dogs are awesome.
Yeah, a little kind of like a cat, they're kind of closer, and they're not as like a bigger creature. They probably feel more
Yeah,
under you.
yeah, and she sits in my lap a lot too. She just wants to feel like coddled all the time. That's the reason why he took her upstairs. I was like, no, I don't want her up in my face right now.
I watched a dog for like 4 months. I had to get rid of her, but not get rid of her, give her back to the same family.
Yeah.
But he needed someone to watch her. He was like getting kicked out for a month or so, and then I gave her back, and then I was like so sad.
Yeah.
That
Oh
is-
yeah.
It was a
This
It was
is
a
Oh my
mastiff,
God. So
something.
she was born
Nix
on
is a pretty big
December-
dog.
Well, it was like the runt, and it was mixed with something small, but it was like a bull mastiff.
Are those like? Is that one's puppy?
That is her sister. They both have the same parent, mother and father, but they're
That
from
was
different litters.
Oh, okay. It's older.
I got these dogs from Devil Dog. Eddie, over at he has Boston Terriers and raises Boston Terriers, and both of their mother is Gracie, that is on his channel from time to time, and she was on there tonight. And
Yeah.
their father is Redneck, and so, but this one, and I got another puppy, name of now I'm having a brain fart.
Oh my-
Rosemary.
Cute.
This is
Terriers
cute.
are so cute.
Hang on, I'll show you that one.
My aunt has one that's like black and white named Opal. I don't know why.
Is that a type of Frenchie or what?
Dogs.
No, these are Boston Terriers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It looks an awful lot like a Frenchie.
But yeah, they do.
Yeah, I was like, for a second, kind of.
Look at those ears. Oh my God.
Right here.
That's how my dog's ears were. They're like that sharp.
They're so
Like,
cute.
whatever.
They're all pointy and long like little rabbit ears. They're so cute. Ah.
My dog is,
Yeah.
my dog is terrified of thunder. He doesn't like big cars. He doesn't like loud noises. If you walk into my house holding a gun, he will take the gun away from you.
Well, that's good. That's
He knows
good.
the sound.
I did not train him to do that. I did not know that would happen until someone walked in with a gun trying to unload it, and he snatched it out of their hand and ran away.
He must know the
Oh wow.
sound,
Yeah.
I would assume. I'm not sure. But that's kind of scary. It might bite the trigger.
It's scary. It was scary, but he'll also do the same thing with a drill or a piece of pipe, or if you're messing around with a fidget spinner in your hand and it freaks him out, he'll take that.
He just takes it. If he don't like it, it's his.
He don't hurt you when he does it neither. That's what blows my mind. I don't even know how he does that. But then again, most of the time, whenever 100-pound mastiff bites a hold of your hand,
You just kind of let go of whatever.
try to get your hand back.
hmm
Let's see.
Yeah,
Hang
like
on.
a 45-pound one, and that bitch scared me.
Yeah.
Not like, I'm not saying that in like a bad way. I'm just
Yeah.
like, as a joking way, my bad.
Can a primate? No. Especially not Sasquatches. You're supposed to be seen and not heard,
Oh,
and not
baby,
shared. There's nothing about sharing there. That
you're
would no.
it's part of me, baby. Don't you
No,
know that
that's-
it's built specifically to make little girls get giddy?
I must have missed that part. Let me get that memo again, please.
Oh,
Um, ah, He's fiddling. Okay, what happened? Do you know what happened to Flo? Because
That is not a discussion we will have open on panel. That's not
Okay.
the type of thing that he would appreciate. And I will say this: no, I don't know. But
and
if
he would.
I would say no right now, and that we'll talk
Okay.
later. If I
Okay.
was willing to talk about it, it depends on what it would be. I
Okay.
would probably
Well,
say no anyway.
is he alive? Should we be concerned?
I'm
Tell me if he's
concerned.
dead. It's not
I'm
gonna really
concerned.
matter.
I am concerned. My man has straight up disappeared as far as I've been able to determine.
Right. And I heard from Miss Flo, and when I asked her about him, nothing.
Nothing.
I was like,
That's a
lady, the subs is coming over here asking me questions. We need answers.
topic change. How about them dogs?
Right? What kind of dogs? Are we talking about
Whichever-
hot dogs? Are we talking about those devil creams like that are like the Debbie cake things? Because those things are off the chain, bro. Like, I'm serious. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know until like about a week ago. I never tried those before. So they're called devil creams and they're like long, and they got their cake. They're just cake on the outside with the cream in the middle. They're not that iced cake like Debbie cakes. They're just cake, right?
I
It's
know
very
what
specific. Yeah. Oh my God.
you probably talking about.
Dude.
Hang on. Let me see if I can pull up
Heard of it actually.
They're
Texas
brand.
so good. So I don't know if I don't know if they carry them everywhere because I had not seen them until recently, and he brought some home from the grocery store, and I was like, at first I just stared at them because they were just cake with the cream, and I was like, that's a lot of cake, and I just don't know if I'm gonna like that cake. The cake is almost better than the cream.
Is it something like these? Hang on. No, that's not. Something like these right here.
No, it's like, hold on. They're like Little Debbie makes them, I'm pretty sure.
What's the name of it?
Little Debbie devil creams. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Those things are so good, like, because it's just cake. And I was like, now see, I like the devil squares. Normally, that's what I would be getting. And he comes home with those. And I was like, I stared at the box for like 3 days, like shaking my head, like, I don't know, man, that's a lot of cake. And it's not iced. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. And then I took one bite of one and I was like, oh my God, the devil. I was
What's
like,
up, Eddie?
that's the devil. Because they're so
Yeah, it's
good.
like a super light cream too. It's not like overwhelming.
Yeah.
If I
But
remember correctly.
the cake is like, that cake is it's good. It's really chocolatey and it's got a creamy texture. I mean, it's just, oh my gosh.
By the way, if you're in chat, if you're in my chat over here at Belt Loop 29, you can type a 29 and it will drop your link. And we do believe in building strong communities by sharing out and making connections with other channels.
That's super cool.
So yeah, it's kind of typical. Most of the people in our group does that.
That you do that and they'll do that.
Your channel shared. You have to grovel and beg to one of the mods.
No, Smoking Auditor does a really good job.
He's all over.
Well, it's been my experience as well. If you are a mod for a channel, there's a couple ways that it makes it easy to grow your channel. If you become a mod on a channel, to drop links for other people. People always appreciate that, and they're almost always willing to, try to get to know you and your channel a little bit better. Another way to do that, as far as getting, is one of the things that Sasquatch was talking about earlier. Those shorts gain subscribers like crazy. They don't do squat for watch hours, but they do. If you're wanting watch hours, you do live streams.
Yeah.
That tends to be a lot more. A lot more.
If you combine those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just tends to work.
Yep.
I think Sasquatch was waving at M&T.
Yeah, M&T. I'm over here. I got the hiccups.
What? Who? What?
M&T, they're
Why does that
in
pop
the chat.
up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put they're over here.
You
in,
type in my chat, his chat won't see you, but if you type in his chat, my chat won't see you, but we will see all of you, including that weird little mole you have on your butt cheek.
we
By the way, you should probably get that checked out.
Yeah. Anti-agit. See what I mean?
the
They're
good
just
to see.
lost.
Yeah, we see all the chats. They come up through. They do come up through StreamYard, and since this is being shared on 2 streams, we see both of them.
Y'all can see both of them.
Yeah, you
That's
should
cool.
be able to as
You
well.
can too if you'll stop looking at yourself.
I'm looking at the bottom over here corner. No, wait. It's
You
blue.
If you're on comments over to the right, you should be able to see all the comments that are being made.
I found it. I am so
Odd.
short but slow. Sometimes,
Well,
yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to teach my mama how to stream. She's 81 years old, and
Bless her.
she's
Oh, that is adorable. Oh my gosh. Like
well, we've done 2 live streams on my YouTube police channel.
oh, that's cool.
Well, I don't know if I did one on this channel or not. I think I may have done one on this channel, one or 2 on YouTube police. In fact, I know I did 2 today with Mama. The second time
That's so
she
cool.
wanted to go live, and so
That is so cool.
so we
I'm
ended
fixing
up
to start up something new that I haven't done yet. And this is the first time I've mentioned it like publicly. I've got this concept I've been working on. I've already got somebody working on merch and stuff for it. Call it
Right.
YouTube Slave Class. It's where you come in, you bring problems and
what?
issues, kind of like Dark, but specifically for the people who haven't monetized, who haven't figured out how to do all this stuff, who haven't connected with other people. It's a play on words. YouTube Slave Class and a class on how to slave for YouTube.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm already like a default
all
student in
are.
that class.
you're waiting for a year to go
Do, do,
live.
do, do.
The Mama I think has 4 subscribers, but we're gonna
You need to drop your mom's link in the chat
let me see
so we can
if I
go
can find it.
subscribe.
Let's see. I mean, I'm not even sure I can find it, to be honest
You'd be
with you.
surprised how many of the guests I have that come in only because they don't know how to live stream, and they've been doing it for a year, or they're reaching their 2nd year or something like that, or maybe they just got 100 subscribers or 50 or whatever, and this is their way of celebrating is by coming on the channel with a live stream that they can stream to their channel so that it has at least something in that live stream slot that they've got open over there. Lawless. Hold on, let me do this right. In a world where Lawless rules the planet.
Yes. He's got the coolest voice. Like, oh my goodness.
He does.
He does.
I remember that from when I first met him, first time I ever talked to him.
Yes.
That's been over a year ago now. I don't know how long that's been, but it's been a while.
It's been a minute. Yes. 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 His laugh is awesome. His laugh is what gets me every time. I'm like, oh my God, why can't I have a laugh like that? Like, seriously? My granddaughter laughs kind of like that, though.
No.
I'm serious.
I'm fixing to tell a secret on you, bud. When you get him, that laugh that you hear is not his natural laugh. That's his, okay, this is all funny. I'm laughing, ha, ha, ha. Like me with my cool laughs that I have. His true laugh is absolutely embarrassing. He sounds like a little Japanese schoolgirl once you get him going real hard and he gets past that. He starts doing, it's hilarious.
That is awesome. I'll be like giggling till the point I'll be snorting. That's how you know. Okay, so okay. Oh my goodness. The I don't know if you know about the other channel that makes clips from Jack Talcott's channel from his streams. It's called Talcott Clip Collection, but they uploaded a video today, and I literally have not laughed so hard in so long. I was like on my side crying, tears just streaming down my face. It is so funny. I mean, some people might not find it funny, especially like I love Jack. I think Jack's awesome, but this person really, really has it out for him, and the way they troll him is just it's crazy.
Hey,
That's
y'all.
their streams and making wild little. It's weird.
Hey,
It's funny. I laughed hard.
we have been live a little over 2 hours. I try to limit my live streams to about 2. If somebody would like to come up on the after party or whatever, they are welcome to.
I just
We'll
want
hang
to
out.
thank Anti-at-Jack for dropping links. He popped in and started doing it. About time I mentioned something about it. He became just like you have a Nightbot. I have
Yeah.
mods.
I know.
And if I got Nightbot, I would get lynched by my mods.
Well,
Yeah.
over here we don't have a whole lot of issues just because it allows, I got most everybody in here is a mod. And maybe not the first time I see somebody, but if I've seen them a few times or if they come up on panel and I get to know them a little bit, then I'm more than happy to make them a mod. It just typically is a little bit easier. For example, I'll go ahead and I'm sorry I did not do this before, Tim. But you are now a mod and you are welcome to hey,
Oh, thank you.
the Peterson Farms of Nashville. He's up in Indiana and good people. But I think we are going to be, hey, I don't judge people. Try not to. I look at it like this. All right. There's good people and bad people in every walk of
That's her
life.
name, bro. She's not saying don't judge me. That's her name.
Oh, okay. That's even better. Hey,
She's
don't
good
judge
people.
me. But I mean, the fact is, I don't believe in judging people because you can't look at somebody and tell if they're a good person or a bad person.
Rob.
You can't tell by whether they're a man or a woman, whether they're, the color of their skin. None of that tells you whether they're a good person or a bad person. You can only tell that by their actions and whether
Right.
they, are good actions or bad actions. And so, that's the way I feel about it anyhow. Now I may be a bit naive in some ways because sometimes people get over on me, but I'd rather be faulted for who I am than allow somebody to change who I look at in the mirror. So anyhow,
Yeah.
if somebody wants to join the after party, they are welcome to. It's getting late, and I know that there are some folks that are probably going live right now that I don't want to run over. And anyhow, if somebody wants to join the after party, they're welcome to go to Belt Loop 29 and come up on the StreamYard, and they're welcome to talk for a little while after we end the live. Don't have to, but if you're interested, you're welcome to. But in the meantime, thank you for
must join. You must join immediately, or we will come to your house. We will find your cat and we will pour perfume on it.
All right. Thank y'all for your time. We're going in 3,